Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. Back to the DooM WAD Travelogue. For those of you just joining us, every week I'm sitting down to look at a DooM WAD. Because right now, since with COVID-19, everybody is stuck indoors. That doesn't mean we can't visit new and exotic places. We're just doing it digitally. I actually had a little hiccup earlier. I wasn't able to find the WAD I was thinking of. I don't know if I'm thinking of. I have a picture in my mind. There's like a chasm and a castle, and you have to like drop down, and it's dark. And I don't know if I've just misplaced it or if it wasn't the first level, and so opening WADs and checking the first level isn't getting me there. But basically, this is a bit of a backup pick today, but I think it's actually going to work. Because I am trying to keep a you gotta do like a little curation of the order that we do these in, because it's like building a music playlist. You gotta start strong, then ease it back, but you gotta build over time, and sometimes you wanna have a jolting shift of the gears and all of that. But I think this is gonna work well. Today we are going to look at. I hit this button, and then I say today we are going to look at Freedoom. Freedoom, for those of you who don't know, boy, shouldn't be this hard to explain. So at some point, the source code for Doom and Doom 2 was released to the public and made open source. Hooray! We love open source stuff, because open source means, well, for one thing it means free, but for another thing it means you can open it up, you can tweak it, you can make changes, you can make mods. It becomes open. Anyone can get to it, and that's great. And so if you're playing Doom these days, you're playing on ZDoom or GZDoom or Chocolate Doom, or I stick to ZDoom because it's the shortest name I've seen it, so I can understand it. But all of those are they're open source clients, and modified versions of that code base and yada yada, but they're also open, so theoretically they're free to get, free to use, among other things. The sort of hitch with this was that in order to play Doom or Doom 2 or any of the community WADs, a lot of them, or even the community WADs, still used assets from Doom or Doom 2, which means that you would have to go out and get that, and then that would sort of sit as the base, and everything else loads and modifies on top of it. And even though it's running in this open free thing, and so Freedoom is a bunch of people sat down and said, hey, let's just, everything that Doom has, let's make our own version. We'll do all new artwork, we'll do all new music, we'll do all new levels, but we'll make sure that it fits, like it'll sort of in structure be identical to Doom. So that way anything that says, if you want to play a WAD, but it says like, oh, we still use the Doom health pack sprites. Good, we'll have health pack sprites there. Oh, we still use these enemies. Good, we'll have those enemies. And anything that other, community content is looking for as a resource, we'll make a version that will be there, and we'll also release this free, so that ultimately you have the free client, you have the free WAD, and in the middle there's a free community WAD, and in the middle we'll put free Doom and create this fully freeware open source complete playable experience. And you won't have to go and spend the $1.12 on Steam in order to get Final Doom, Doom 2, Master Levels, Plutonia, TNT, whatever. And that's a really cool thing. And I've never really used it because I've had Doom since 1993 when I was 4, I guess. But they've made a whole game here, and they've done all of their own levels and monsters, and I've been interested to really just check it out. So today, let's do that. What key do I hit next? Next, we're going to go to this scene. I'm going into the corner now. I love being a director. I don't know. Okay, so instead of just talking about it, let's play a little Freedoom. Here's their thing. Basically, summing up everything I just said. It's on GitHub. They put it on GitHub. And here's where the music kicks back in. And hopefully when I talk, it is still loud enough to be heard over it. I'm being a bit quiet today anyway. It's kind of a down energy day. This being April 8th. For those who like to go back and get the full lore by aligning the chronology of things. Anyway, let's get started. I can't read this font. Outpost Outbreak. Sure. Please don't kill me. Yep. Oh, and again, the regular spiel, because it's DooM WAD Travelogue, we're playing to see the spaces and visit the places, not for the challenge, not to like beat the game and, you know, overcome it. So if things get too hard, I'm just going to drop into God mode and we'll just push through to the end. Don't expect high level play today. Let me, real quick, that's loud in my ears, and I don't feel like being that loud. I don't feel like having a game that loud. Okay. So, what do we got here? So the thing that I like about this is that this is going to be... like, honestly, I'm curious if this is going to... Don't know why that just appeared. So, like, this is also a community project, and it was being... Boy, look at that armor. I like this window here, just a little bit of that. You can see the switch from the start. I love that. You know, are you sick of me going over these, like, good design practices yet? Because it's never going to stop. It's the only thing I know. But, like, so this was created, you know, I don't want to say as, like, a placeholder, yeah, I mean, like, it was and it wasn't, right? Like, people said, hey, we want to make sure that if people want to play... Ooh, I like that whole note. Hey, guys! Oh. Okay, you're the imps. I actually really like this hangar out here. This is one of the better, like, hangar spaces I've seen, I think. It wasn't created as, like, placeholder, right? Because it was like, hey, we want to make sure that if you want to do these other things, or if you want to, you know, have the totally free experience that's available to you. Ooh, I like the fake door right there. Oh, is this that little thing where we started? No, can't be. Yeah, it's not. This is a whole different place. Interesting. Nice window cutout. Texture's a little misaligned, but looks good. But so I'm really curious to see, like, so how much effort did they put into this? Because it's, and you look at something like this, like Hangar-mageddon. Yeah, we can see they absolutely said, like, oh, we can take inspiration from those because we're trying to replace those. But you're building a brand new campaign. And I should mention, at the... It's over there on stream. But I put the date as, like, 2003. That's the initial release. I just checked the website to get even that information, and I swear that's the old door. Is it or is it not? It might be. Huh. Okay. Guessing that's health. Oh, these are nice looking. Wait. Oh, how did that... Oh. Am I getting hurt? Wow. Oh no, the lighting changes down here? Okay, weird. Hi, folks. Oh, before I just fly past it, I love this. They wrap the band around it because it is like the sort of vertical columns or the pipes, but then there's like a cylinder around it, but that one has a transparent texture that's just here in the middle to make it look like a band going around it. I've seen that a lot in like the greebling, to add detail like that. It's just like a really like easy but nice application of it. The texture, the machine background over there is really good too. Like it's clear, it's nice. I ain't upset at it. What? Don't know what that's doing. Ooh, that actually pushes? Oh, there's nothing in there. Are you new? Or am I just really crazy? Oh! We went down into the pump room to raise the floor to get across. That's cool. That's a novel bridge making. Also, hey, how bad is your toxic goo problem when you can walk straight across it? Oh man. That means I can get here now. Nope, that's also not a place to go. I see you. Oh, look at their little exit sign. It's got a dude on it. Oh, speaking of, this way? Ah, check out our little dude down at the bottom. They made their own Doom guy. He looks like someone. Ooh, fake different hanger. Okay. Did I miss anything? Am I gonna be like really searching for secrets? You know, I don't know. I kind of just want to see everything, or like see deep. A lot of these WADs I've picked up before, and I've played, you know, the first level or what have you. But like, doesn't this feel like there should be a wall right here? See, like, ooh, that opened from somewhere. That feels like it could be a whole different stream of just coming in here in no clip mode, or like bringing it up in Doom Builder. Wow, why did they put that gap there? Huh. I like it. I like it so far. Oh, and they did custom trees, which... Alright. Who am I to complain? I've skipped finishing like 3 thoughts so far, haven't I? I put the day that way? Okay, right. This is flat to y'all, so that way-ish. I put the date as like 2003, which was the initial release, but then looking at their website, there was like an updated version put out in 2019. I forget exactly what month, but for initial release 2003 and still updated in 2019, the people behind this seem to care. And that's why I'm really here to be like, okay, so how did they stretch their legs in caring? Did they build their own thing? Did they just sort of make replacements for, you know, did they just try to like recreate to fill the space, or did they really stretch their legs and make their own thing here? Ow. Some of these sounds... Is that supposed to be like a player corpse? Little squishy. I swear that blue is just the same blue. Doesn't that look identical? I do wonder if maybe something is goofed up because since I'm running this in I'm using GZ Doom here. It basically comes up and asks you, hey, which base version of Doom do you want to run this on? When this is a WAD that is supposed to be selected as that base resource pack, basically. So I wonder if it's having conflicts, and we are getting some Doom floor candles. We are getting like some Doom actual overlap coming bleeding through. Or maybe it's just that close. I mean, hey, you want a blue noise texture? We can hook you up, bro. Is that a teleporter or just a light? That was a switch. Oh, I love that, making the floor switches actually noticeable. I don't think I've ever seen that in like a Doom regular. Just like, hey, you will activate something by stepping here. Let's make the floor look different. Something else. Hello. Everything's like, why you make everything wormy? Not the biggest fan. Does give it more of that like xenomorph aliens vibe. Oh, you want just like a window? I'll give you just a window. See, and then there's a part of me that does want to like, oh, ceiling hole. Huh. There's a part of me that wants to run it all backwards and just be like, yeah, load all of this geometry, but with the original textures. Just flip-flop them, you know? Or put in a, how would you do that? You might have to fork a client, but basically have like the Halo Anniversary collections, how they had like the button to just swap back and forth between like remastered and original graphics. Just do that here. So it's like, oh, if you have both, then hit Control O to switch to the original textures, and then switch back out to their textures here. So that way you can just directly compare. But yep, okay, that's a switch. Nice and high, so you might miss it. Ah, okay. Hey! Why is this room blue? How you make blue room? Why you make blue room? Shoot. Right there? Oh, like I have trouble seeing things normally sometimes, and this is really blue. Listen, we try to keep this show clean, but I'm working a little blue today, folks. Oh. I mean, yeah, direct replacements, it does what you need it to. I have a blue key. I have a red key. Cool. Yeah, I'll take a loop around like that every day. You pass by the exit on the way in. That's pretty modern thinking. Very simple. That's kind of how you get around backtracking, you know? Is that it's just like, yeah, no, you have this whole thing, but you loop it, so you don't need to backtrack to get out. But also it keeps it from being totally linear because you also don't end up somewhere new. You just have it, you know, build an area to act as a hub or a junction, and you loop back to that, and then that means really in a hub only, like, if you build them all that way, like, only every other door is interesting because half of the doors are in and half of the doors are how you'll return, but does away with backtracking, gives you a reason to build a, you know, specific hub area. Just the fact that all these elevators are have these like floor triggers approaching them, that's like little fiddly detail work that really makes me go, ah, good, they did care about this. This says we've been here. Yeah, dead bodies say we've been here. I don't remember an outside window though. Oh, this is where we walked in. Oh, alright. Monster closet. Doing what it needs to do, refreshing an area a little bit. That's your push wall noise. It very much sounds like a hiccup. There's like no bass on any of these sounds. I think that's what's getting to me. Or just everything just feels like real light and not exactly floaty, but I've been up here. Where am I going? Where do I want to go? There's a red door over here? Really? That's a door. Yeah, no, that's definitely a door. The light is a little... Wait, isn't that... Okay. No, yeah, you can build it that way. The light makes it look like weirdly separate places. Oh, is this just the exit then? No. Cool. Oh no, who are you? Oh no, you're still a... Hi! So this is like a DooM 1 replacement. If they're staying kind of true to like the power build structure, then on the last map we'll see... Oh, that's cute. Then on the last map we will see their Baron equivalent. And up until then we basically never see higher than a pinky. Let's drop all of these, more or less. Where'd he go? Nope, he's still unaccounted for. Okay. Shotgun does what you want to do? It comes up to cock, and I feel like that's... Wait, does the original come up to cock? Should I stop saying come up to cock? Streptococcus. Nope. Did I get... I don't know where I picked up the yellow key card, but now I have it. No, it's this. Nice exit rooms. This is fine. It's really like... I feel like I'm sensing some... Oh, this is very DooM 1 intro. Here's your intro room. You're just like, hey, here's a little pick-me-up going to the next one. I like that explosion, actually. Nice and visible. And, like, it's the instant pop. You know, that is kind of an issue. Not like a real issue, but just like a nitpick, mainly. The explosion on regular DooM barrels is... got like some sort of like build-up frames in the explosion, but things fly away and gib immediately. So you end up like things fly away as the explosion is just starting, but nah, you do it like this and it goes pop big immediately. Things fly away. Spend all your animation on the sort of the cooldown of the explosion, the dissipation of the explosion? Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, just some stuff. No, one of the... Why you make noise? I haven't really had much to say about the music yet, but I'm not a musically minded person. So it's not bad. It's original. So far, I think it's felt all kind of like more in that high action mindset, making it feel like a Aliens meets Contra, whereas original. Maybe interesting. Maybe if I had seen that first, that would have been a hint on what to do next, but I naturally did it first. That's fine. Right, that's what I was gonna say. I see some modern, yeah, just like that. I've seen some modern sensibilities and some changes that they made that are mainly about like quality of life design considerations, I guess. The floor trigger that is denoted by a visibly different floor. Oh yeah, see right there. Button forces you to see what is changing. Love that. Or like I said the other week, when it's about when it makes a definitive change to the room, that room where it quote unquote built a bridge by flooding with the toxic, that was really good. Like not immediately visible but obvious button change. But yeah, like a room like this, like it's curved, it's very plain, which makes it feel very like classic Doom, but I don't know. The little things, the loop around in the previous level and these hints, it's last week we did the Doom the way it did, and this is kind of feeling like Doom the way it would have done it now, like, because 2000. Ooh, chainsaw. Yeah, just as annoying. They did this in 2003, and I don't know what the updates since then have been, but like even if you're, but like that was one of my curiosities, because even if you are saying we're building this to be a replacement, or we're building it in the sort of in the style to give a similar experience, like you still have 10 years of like practice and community, I guess, to build on. So it's like, yeah, all right, what do you bring in these 10 years? And I think they're doing a really good job. This feels very authentic, but when we go back and say, here's things that could have been done better now, this has those. And that's the main difference, is that this has the like the improvements that could be made that stood out in Doom proper. And that's impressive. Sometimes it's just what you want, We've been there, right? No, we haven't. See, like, I'm getting a bit lost, but like I feel pretty confident that it's going to wrap around to something that is clear, and then like it's okay to make it like, it's okay to make a confusing segment that's easy to get lost in when you're also making it linear, so that you have the sense of being lost, but in the end it kind of doesn't matter as long as you you know, do the regular thing of just like find the place you haven't been yet, then you end up where you need to be. But this has been, and I think this is also even doing that pretty well. Does that look like an exit door? That's okay. That's the exit door, huh? Okay, but I just hit that other switch, and I do want to know. And like, I even kind of trust that, like, something obvious will be different. Don't know where. Don't know when. But see, and here's what I'm talking about. This is like, this is kind of a corridor, but they made a room out of it. Oh, how do you get up there? Is it not like that? Wait, is there something new here? Did that open, or is it just... Ah, there's another door there. Ah, good, like, clear secrets. Like, pretty clearly telegraphed, but, like, just enough that you have to keep your eyes open. Ooh, they went red instead of blue. Was that door what the switch did, though? Also, the size feels about right. Like, this isn't... There we go. That, an obvious change. I love it. No, they're doing a really good job of this so far. And again, I don't know how much, like, I don't know how much of their revision work since release has been secret exit. Oh man, okay. Today we're getting the secret level. That was only a quarter of the secrets? Oh man. Oh, look at their background. Yeah, that's a good mountain. I love how the thing that I've always kind of thought is they started at DooM and they put, you know, the background pictures on the outside, which are kind of just like basically like photoshopped photos. I think people have matched up where they're from, but something about like the way that they get compressed, it was just like, oh, and then when you finally get to Quake 2, you finally go there. all of the background, the skyboxes in Doom look like the cutscenes in Quake 2. I don't know. Ooh! Is this whole place open area, or is something broken here? I'm jumping for cheats. No, that's open area. Okay. I'm allowed to jump for the looking around aspect, just like going into God mode. I'm allowed to cheat for the sake of seeing things. Haha. Okay. But yeah, this also totally feels like the episode 1 secret level. There's like this big open air hub with the gate in the middle. Is this... Oh, but they upped the game. Now it's a hexagon. No, that's cool. I love what they're doing here. Is that a rocket? I'm sorry, it's a missile. Can't wait to find a chain gun, or maybe it'll be an assault rifle here. Hi. Where do we want to go? Alright, so behind me is red, yellow. That, I think the top left there is where we started? Yeah, this is where we started, because we started looking out over here, and that's why we have some of that mapped out already. Okay, so that means... His left-hand side is red, and we want to check out these because it's where we can go. I did not even notice that Cody was in the chat. I need to like swap where my chat and where my display is. Hey, if you're checking out the archive when you have time, hi Cody, I saw that you were here. I'm a goof. And as to your question, because of time travel shenanigans, by the time you see this, you will have also seen the explanation, which I already did. And you will see in the future. Oh, I thought that stuck out from the wall. No, that's just a... That's also my general advice / warning for life. I want to put that on like the back of a leather jacket. Nope. Okay, this room is it's messy. Wow, there's more there. Why are y'all not infighting more, please? Everything just opened. I heard it open. Yo! Yo! I just jumped on somebody. No! I just Mario'd. It's just a me. I'm just a little Mario. For a treat. Wow, okay. And like suddenly big arena room. Okay, how am I feeling? Fine, okay. Wow. Even more verticality. Wow, that's a cool room. You know, when I was talking about like set piece rooms, just you have to be like, this is the room where things happen. It's a room and not a hallway, you know? That really gets into like the real pedantry of what is a room and what is a hallway. I feel like it's almost easier in the context of a game like this where you can be like, well, you know, I mean, easier or harder or because it's easier or... Wow, really? Cool. I want to go back and check out that huge room. I want to start from the top again. Hopefully... Ooh! Wait. Wait, there's like a... When did that open? Ouch! Has that always been there? Yeah, I cleaned this out already. Or are this people walking in from that hot mess of a room? I want to stand on both. That's a button. Now that's what I'm talking about. What's that open? Good. Yep. No. Clear. Like... Clear. Hey, this will be an issue for you. But also the melee fighters and the light infantry. So nothing that's actually that much of a threat, but also like putting them in a choke point like this is just like, yeah, no, like you don't actually have to worry, but it's a really good excuse to use the new toy we just gave you. That's a good monster closet, like clearly telegraphed, closer to like gag than to actual threat. You know, you've heard me talk about that before. Tell me about this big room again. I keep getting scared every time I come in here. Nope, that's a window. Oh, those are their crates. Okay. They look a bit more like full-on pillars to me. Or like pedestals, the way that they... Just really strong like top and bottom ridges like that. But like, yeah, no, totally crates. I get it. Follows the color scheme. And all of that over there. Okay, so what's... Okay, so this looks like a pool. Got some stuff I want in it. Oh, am I full on this ammo again? Alright, cool. But I like this, I really like this verticality actually, because I like these roof pillars that make you look up. Also the enemies to make you look up if you want to deal with them. But like nice cross of lines, because we have the natural sky that makes that line across. We have these that make lines vertically. The drop ceiling, which makes this horizontal line. Good like three-dimensional like eye drawing architecture in this room. Ow, where? You stop. Alright, how do I get up here? I feel like, let's see here, were it I... Something's moving. Something's making noise. Or I'd make you run this way to get over here. And we run across here. And get that. Okay. That's part of why they're so densely crowded, is so that you can run between them. Okay. No. And so like this is that this is like that warehouse level, I think it's in episode 1. With like the marble chambers in the middle and this wraps around it, but like here's just a section of it. Here's like a callback to that specific room style, but like this is about as much I want. A little bit of maze. It's hard to actually get lost in it. Oh, and look at that comes out from the ceiling. That's not how stacking crates works, y'all. Oh no, it's got an elevator here. This is like, and that makes this really nice corridor. Wow, this is... This little spot right here, I feel like is a really, really good example of how to do like clear callback design, but it is showing like really good sense and creativity on its own. Wow, it's this one little corner I really love. I still don't know what this is supposed to be, but like, yo, that could be like a dope swimming pool. And then there's the rest of everything over here. This wall of jerks. I calls them like I sees them. Okay, I got the red key somewhere. Don't know where, don't know when. Oh, we've seen this before. That's a rocket launcher. I'm sorry, that's a missile launcher. Oh, wow. Ow. There. You're paying attention to me, so I'll pay attention to you. Okay. Oh, look at that. We don't even need pickups. Didn't even come under 100 health. Ooh. Give me that. How do you get up there, though? Okay. switch, which opens the door back up. Seems important. That sounds way more like a hiccup than... Oh, right. I forgot about y'all. Okay. I can clear a couple of these at this range. Like some of those higher ones are just going to be hard to handle because of the range on the shotgun. Forget about it. Okay. This is the way I got out last time. Red. There's a roof up there. There's those buttons. There are the secrets. Sorry for bumping the mic. I'm still not used to this super close one. Oh, we still gotta go check out all the way up there. Okay, it does this. Good. This is a really interesting... And just this verticality of it, and like, it's like two cliffs with a scene in the middle. Like, so here's the thing about this. This is not a corridor because it's kind of a dead end. It's kind of a centerpiece. This is staging. I also can't explain what it is besides an empty swimming pool, but it's unique. It's in the middle. It's what it needs to be, which is like a unique thing in the middle that like clearly sets it aside as like, here's a place. No, they're using a lot of these fake doors. Or like start doors, whatever, but they're holding to it. Like, yeah, no, it's these doors don't open. Them dogs don't hunt. Right, I got a key from one of those. I don't even remember what key that was. Has to be the red one. It's the only one I have. Really? Wait, so what do you want me to do here? Go back to the middle. We have a red key. I guess we'll figure that out later. Curious. How do we get out of here? There's that one, and then there's this one. They're both on the same side of the wall, so one's not actually closer. Here's the elevator to correct it. The other question, I don't know if I've said this, I don't know if I got this out eventually. Oh, hey. Cheater. Hey, can we... No, can't even go through. Cute. That's just the sneaky. That's just the feint. I love it. Here, this side. Next one. Is how long do we do this stream before I give into ego and narcissism and just look at the maps that I've made? Because I've made a couple, and I can't really say I've made a map that I was completely unhappy with. And I haven't put them out anywhere, so they'll be new to you. And that's what I'm here for, to show you new spaces. But, I mean, I've still got almost a dozen more that I've downloaded just for this purpose of showing them off. What community has done over time, and it's just a tiny sample. They've been doing this for years, for decades. Do you know how many levels there are? Do you know how many, like, and they've like put out multiple Doom sequels since. Do you know how many more WADs must have been getting made, like, when this was the hot Doom? I thought this was open. No. Over here it's open though. Yes, okay. It's actually like a nice segmenting, makes this room a little easier to handle. Just being like, nope, you have a nook over here. Let's just cordon off some space where you can make a foothold to branch out from. Bye. Oh, barrels pushing other barrels is So smart. And it has that little delay before it explodes. Oh, I've been sitting in this chair for too long. Days, it feels. Are you a door? You're a door. And a hazard suit, which means let's go in the guck. Hey, what's up? Hi, bye. What? I did not even notice that. Good job. Wow. That was the hazard suit. Oh no, on the other side it was the hazard suit. So how do we get over there? According to the map. Somewhere else entirely. Okay. Who puts a display up there? You don't, like... When it's a display that you want information on, you want to keep it kind of at eye height, right? And if you have a lot more, then we can stack up and go wide. But if you start higher than that, generally that's just reserved for, like, billboards, maybe? Good info on their screens, though. God, even this one looks like it's just identical. That's a DooM. No, it's not, because it doesn't look like that. That's something new. Huh. Hey, are you a switch? No, you're just a thing. Okay. I didn't want to talk. So is there any, I didn't get a key. Is there a key anywhere in here now that it's empty and we can just look at it all? I wish I could learn how to just relax in the quiet on a stream. Just give everything time to breathe. Don't gotta be talking constantly. Okay, there's red. I already have red. What are you doing to me? I already have red. What are you doing to me? Did I check this door? There we go. That's behind me? No. Okay. Yep. And the levels have been like a decent size so far. We'll see how that holds up, but... Alright, now... Oh, hi, y'all! Where did y'all even spawn at that you ended up right here? Or did y'all get teleported in? Curious questions. Alright, now we have yellow, so... Oh, right, this is... There's gonna be peeps up here? I really want that backpack if I could get it, because now that I have the chain gun, I want to hold arguably more ammo than necessary. Is anything refreshed up here? No, that's fine. Oh, I get to go over there now. Nice, 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 nice. I do like this hallway. And that's nice. That's nice work right there. Hey, building like the tops of structures, especially ones that you have to walk through, is not an easy task. Alright, this is where we get into the weird stuff, because you can't have rooms above rooms in pure geometry, let me put it that way. The top of that wall above the hallway here, right? That's not that... It's not that there's a block at the roof, which has the ceiling, and then it ends up here. That is actually determined by the height of the ceiling of this outside bit. Okay? So it's... The building, or the brick that you can walk under, is only as tall as the outside is short. It hurts my brain to say that, but that's essentially what it is. Which is why you'll notice it doesn't shorten until it gets outside of the part where you can walk, because now that is the floor sticking up to just under here, right here. That's actually a gap between this, the top of which is the floor, and the ceiling above it, because the ceiling is at the height of this edge, which I bet you is the same as that. It just looks different because of perspective. But then you can make this whatever height you want because it's the floor, because you don't walk through it. So basically everywhere in the map there's only one gap between floor and ceiling. Sometimes the ceiling is the sky though, and that's where it gets confusing. But so yeah, here the gap is here because it's the hallway. Here the gap is between the floor and the sky and goes all the way around. No, but then that means the sky is lower over here. So somewhere like between here and there, the sky drops. I'm gonna guess maybe in here somewhere, because so here's why that matters. Okay. I wish I could just like bring up the builder and like show it. I'll talk about it later. Remind me, I'll talk about that another day. The sky physics in this engine, these engines, does it count as multiple because of the different open source clients that you play in might handle them differently. Sky physics is weird. That's a screwdriver, I think? Pliers? Okay, nope. I have a pair of blue-handled pliers like that, and a hammer. Okay. Man, the texture work, the tiny modeling to do it, and like it's so flat. The screwdriver really suffers for it, but these two look pretty good. Listen, I had breakfast a little while ago, but have you ate yet today? That's a fair response. You know what? That's a fair response. Yeah. Oh. All right. That looks like exit. But that looks like chain gun. Ammo, chain gun, ammo. I don't know what those are. There's just some stuff sitting on the floor. Box of missiles. Got it. And now I got the blue key, which I didn't already have. Blue key is my favorite current gen starter Pokemon. Is that this gen? No, no, I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't played Pokemon in years. Where'd blue go? I don't see blue up there. I don't see it over there. I don't see it by where we started. Oh. Oh, fine. The exit door is blue. Just couldn't see from up here. Yo! I got trapped. It's an elevator. Yo, this whole thing. Wow, to make all. So, again, these pillars. Oh, weird. So, again, those pillars were floor that's 6 up high. So, no, maybe that's not that hard to do. I should do that. The idea of having like a whole set piece descend, like a set piece with varying heights on it descending. That was cool. I did not expect that to happen. That felt cool. No, they're doing really good stuff here. Like, they're following a lot of like classic conventions about how the episode 1 levels felt. Like, they're making some like very specific set piece callbacks. Not also like not relying on them, and doing some really I think some clever and interesting stuff on their own. I'm still super impressed so far. Like, I would be sad that I haven't checked this out beforehand, but like that's just the kind of nerd that I am, where I will play the same one I've already seen 80 times, you know, for that experience of every time you play it, or every time, you know, or watch a movie or read a book, every time you pick it up and you go through it again, you learn something new about it, you know, something you haven't noticed before. That's definitely the thing that draws me in, as opposed to here's something new, here's something new, here's something new. At some point you give me like so many options and examples and references that I just glaze over and have trouble remembering any. What do I want to land on top of? How about I land on top of this one? Here. Welcome to the H zone. The H octagon. Whom? I heard that. Don't pretend you ain't out here. Stop it. Okay. God, another yellow key. It's there. They did it. It's just not very wide. You got to get right up on it. I'll definitely, you know, try and notice these things from a room away and then just not approach that side until I have what it told me I needed. Ooh. Excuse me. What are you trying to put in the flat skybox there? Ooh, I like this pillar. Nice geometry pillar instead of a prop pillar. That's a pretty good window. Real door. Alright, so make up your mind. Again, not the biggest complaint to have. Oh, good room. Unless that like is the juke, right? Unless they've like, hey, by now you've learned that these aren't real doors. It's fine, we'll make it a real door just for you. Don't tell your mom. But you know your auntie will hook you up with a real door on this one. What? Okay. No, so that was a one time. What did we change? Is this where we came? Did it raise this? No, maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, okay. I guess let's go this way. This room feels entirely familiar. Someone let me in, please? Alright. Let's try this way. Maybe there's another switch somewhere. What? In a game like this? Another switch somewhere? Don't be crazy. Is this? Oh, this is this. Okay, so this was a good window. I'm just having trouble paying attention today, I guess, but no. I mean, this window looking back out. Oh, this window looking back out, you can see the yellow key from here. That's... Oh! The yellow key was behind that... Excuse... I'm discussing architecture and sightlines. Good, so maybe this does let you see that. It's just really far away. And they were like thin bars in the first place, right? Yeah, so then I'll... Yeah, this just like runs all the way around that room. It's open. Already cleaned half of it. Cleaned. Hi. Ow. And the switch and the rest of this room. Oh, now that I have yellow, I can go through that door or the one all the way back at the start. Okay, to be clear, all of this is a hallway. This is a hallway that has been given a set piece, this roof, right? And just all of the wiggles and waggles, those are visual interests, just with the shape of the room. The wiggles and the waggles. Never forgo one for the other. Alright. These open, right? Oh, what? Why did just shadow boxing set everyone off? What, did Freedoom guy learn like proper karate where you have to say hiya every time you punch? It's a part of the technique, it's to yell. Ooh, this is a cool room. Ooh, I like this room a lot. Or is this a junction? This is the only conversation I want to have for the rest of the day now is... Okay, a hallway has one entrance and one exit. Junction... and nothing... And I want to say, like, and nothing of import in between. Oh, actually, I like the way that rat suit looks. A hallway has one in and one out. And nothing path changing in between. A junction is a hall... is... basically where a hallway forks, so it has... Hey, if you're not in front of a mic, you're not part of the conversation. At least get in the chat if you're doing that. Like a junction is like a fork. But then what makes... Because I was about to say that, like, oh, a room... is different than a hallway because a room can have like many entrances and exits, and it can be like a hub, or it can be like this where it is kind of a dead end, but you know, with something of function in the sense that like it changes the environment or changes how you interact with the environment. So like a lever or a key that opens a door or raises a stairwell or whatever. now I'm just trying to think if I've seen like hallways with functional steps in them that would, by these definitions, classify them as rule. Have I seen dead-end hallways? Oh, have we really been doing this for an hour? Oh man. Ugh. Definitely gonna keep up our sort of tradition of only doing one episode per. Where are we at, too? It's actually only 5. Oh, this is gonna be so long. But these are pretty good. Like, okay, break it down as, you know, even just a sort of like light but functional definition of like a good level is one I would recommend, like, or you know, a good WAD. Yeah, so far this has been good. There's nothing like there hasn't been any like big gimmick to check it out for, but if you just want more levels to check out, this has been pretty good. And like I'm pretty ooh, is that dirt? That's just dirt. Wow, it's just dirt. What? Oh. Like just pretty well designed spaces, and there you go. What? Homest. Surprised that didn't sink, actually. That's okay. I don't even know what that is. No, these are just like dips to windows. That's really weird. I kind of don't feel good about that. Okay. It's not exactly platforming. For Weimst. Okay. Nothing. Oh, here we go. This opened. Okay. Ooh, more good recality. Them guys down there. Oh, there are steps. Switch. Oh. Wait. No, because this also it's just like a door, but if this whole thing descended, they would have been squished unless the ceiling came down too. I don't need to think about it that hard. But I do. Ooh. Nice stonework. What? Oh. What? Goodbye. Oh, this is a good control room. Please? Yes. Okay. Blue key. Oh, that's... Right side is the outside I was before. That door goes in between, maybe? Man, this level seems big. I think these have been getting bigger. At least the quality hasn't dipped. I'm definitely a fan of just like the short, concise levels of just like, hey, it's like I don't have to spend all day in your level. Each one doesn't need to be a tiring escapade, you know? It's like, oh, if you got a good gimmick, or if you got like a specific sightline in mind, or you've been thinking, oh, here's a part of the story where we go through here. Fine. Do it. Go past. Give it enough. Give it as much challenge as is appropriate, I guess. How do you determine an appropriate challenge? Button? Okay. Rude! This goes outside? Ooh. I really like this hallway, actually. Where the window is up there, but then the doorway out is on a lower level. I need to remember this. I don't know why that feels so special, but it's because it's that far from how I normally think about these things, which means I need to keep that in mind more. Huh. Ooh, these are complex fences. Because those pillars are made of floor, not just of the wall texture. One more? Guess not. Oh yeah, this is a lot. Really good, like this one has a lot of really good, like, man-made, dense architecture. A lot of stuff. A lot of, like, pillars against the wall kind of stuff. That give it that, like, repeating texture feeling, but it's not texture, it's texture through geometry. You can see it, like, look at all of the bends and corners just along hallways through the rooms. Hey, a yellow. I want a yellow. Huh. That's a little window. Oh, wait, so you get there through a totally different place. Huh. That's the kind of architecture I build specifically when I'm trying to be a pain in the butt. Hi! This is a really complex. There it is. I still can't get to it. Oh, come on. Through here? I don't think I've been through here yet. Hey! Not a door. Nice stick outs though, like embedded pipes. Or this. Ow. Yeah, I get it, it hurts. I mean, it feels like a sewer. I don't think it ends kind of like a sewer does, but also kind of doesn't need to. God, I'm still thinking about that hallway. Why does that stand out so well? Is it... Hey, there it is. It's because that window is up and it makes that building feel full, right? Like it makes it feel like, oh yeah, this is multiple stories, but like same thing. Top down, it's here's a room with a window, door, hallway, and out. But just offsetting it vertically makes it feel so much more believable as a regular building. It's like, yeah, no, this thing has multiple floors. This thing is... Hey, did I mention I'm lost as hell? See, here's a complex that is... Wow, this place is so dense! I'm impressed, but I'm lost. Yeah, I said it before, if you're making like a maze, make it like a hallway maze, so that way... Because if you have to backtrack through the maze, or then like you haven't really solved it, it's something you have to keep putting up with, and that's tiring. I don't even know where I need to use this for. I guess this makes sense. Then back out here. Now I have a blue key. No, I had the blue key. Now I have a yellow key. Yellow key's over there. Now I'm just playing it by map, which makes me kind of sad because so much work went into it. Look, you followed the hex on the floor. Oh, the attention to detail. Oh, I love it. A lot of effort went into this room. Or into this whole level, specifically this level, like... Like both on that small scale there, like on this, like here's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at all of the texture on the walls, the stick out pillars, right? So like on this small scale, all of the little details is a lot of effort, and then you look at the actual layout and how dense it is and crisscross, and the room that you can see twice before getting to the room where you can actually get into it. That's like that's like attention to detail on a much higher level. So, you know, this wasn't like a myopically built level. It just like this isn't like a, you know, worked zoomed in too far. Like it also had good work done from a macro level, if you will. But it is very dense and long, and at this point I'm getting kind of lost, and now I'm playing by the... I feel like I'm going to do all of my navigating by the map, which is like... And then I don't get to see firsthand all of this well done detail work, you know? I'm not gonna say it's, you know, it's a waste or it was too much, but it's just like, it's so much. Like, I feel guilty that I don't have the ability to take it in on all levels, because like it deserves it. This is... But it's like another one of those, like, hey, did you make it almost You made it impressive on an axis that makes it hard to be fun, you know? Did you? It could be just me. It could just be I've had a long day, and if I wasn't trying to do a whole episode at a time, and like I had a second sitting with this WAD and started right here, maybe this would be great. Maybe this is when you're fresh, it's perfect. Ah, why would you do that? Ah. Huh. I do like that idea of hey, that's a switch. So how do we get there? Okay. Oh, we have been in that room. No, we haven't. It's because it's through these archways. This place is so dense. And like, it's good, it's impressive, but it's so dense. It's so dense I'm having trouble finding other things to say about it. What? Where'd you go? Am I gonna have to ride into Waypoint and be like, hey, I need the Brooklyn definition of hallways? Because let me be real, I need the Brooklyn definition of hallways. If nobody else needs it, fine, I'll figure it out myself. I need something to do with my time. That's not true, I have plenty to do. I need the motivation to do them. Hey, but we're here. We're doing this. Checking out Freedoom. I love this. This is a... Is it cool enough? Okay, so maybe that's the other way to like start analyzing these, right? Is you say one of the metrics to rate them by is that idea of, wait, so that's, I don't know what room that is at all. Oh, that's the inside? Oh, so that's what I would have walked into. So this is the one that looks like it goes out there? It's so undetailed, I'm suspicious of it. Or am I going to end up where that guy is and hit a button that's going to open this up? You know? Ranking, like, is it worth trying to introduce a metric of like that rereadability metric, you know? It's like, we've been there. Okay, so that, does it need to connect there? I don't know. Like, I definitely feel like with regular episode 1 that it's the kind of thing where it took me years of picking it up and playing through it to feel like, okay, I'm on this side of it. Okay, why would you take me all the way back here? Because no, that's the science room over there. The science room. What did you want me to learn by coming all the way back here? Have I been up there? Yeah. but I don't know. You know, that's also a rough metric to gauge it by, because through my replaying of the old episode, that's what has given me this sort of, you know, mental toolkit. I don't want those things though. That's what's giving me this mental toolkit of, oh, look at that. It didn't open. I was wrong. It's like mental toolkit to explore these by, because so what makes something good for rereading, rewatching is it needs to have levels. It needs to have like concepts that you can concepts that are revealed so that you can later return to them and connect them. Why don't you open? What am I missing? And like you can find those new layers in a game like this. But so like, okay, it's not fair to use that metric for, you know, maybe a WAD like this, because I played that one so much. So I already have, from either of these, I could have pulled the concept of like, here's a good use of windows, here's a good use of monster closets, here's a good use of, you know, set pieces versus hallways, right? And it's unfair because once you know it, then you have it and you find it in other places, but it's never going to be as strong as when you first gain that knowledge. So because I got those from default, it's like the Mario Kart thing, because wherever you get those first, you're going to be like, oh, this is the best one because it's the one that taught me this, you know? And then I noticed it everywhere. It's like, oh, and everybody's taking the same lessons. Maybe, yes, no, kind of. Depends. Which I guess the other way to say it is that these levels might have that like replayability, there might be more left over in them to discover if I didn't know to look for them already, you know? If I didn't know things about checking textures that stand out to see if they're buttons or doors or whatever, right? Because like something like that, just like, hey, there's a power up there. Never gonna know how you get it until you know things like, hey, check for secret switches, stuff like that, right? So like, in some way that is not, you know, a strike against it, but it is a point not given in its favor because I already knew about it. But then you need to look at it like, okay, like there's almost a way. Okay, so maybe it still works, but you have to make the exception of if this were, like, you could rate it as like, if this was somebody's first WAD, how much replayability would it have, right? I think that, which is going, okay, is that a more objective measurement though? Because it's not about you, it's not about how much it taught you or how much replayability you got out of it. So it accounts for that you already know what to look for, you're going to wring it dry the first time. But it's almost a measure of like, how hard was it to wring it dry of those things? because that means that it had it. So if it was somebody's first time and they didn't know to look for it, it would still be there for them to replay and ring out, right? Think of every WAD as if it was... Rate every WAD by if it was somebody... by how good it would be to be somebody's first WAD. That might not be a bad ranking scale, actually. Somebody's right somewhere nearby. This? Oh, it connects to something I've already been to. Wait, have I been there? Where am I? Okay, that was that. I don't have any keys. Red door, blue door. There, that looks like something I haven't been to yet. Okay. But then we gotta like dry run that metric, right? Because how does it's also ranking, you know, I feel like I need to replace the concept of someone's first WAD, because when it's the first WAD, then you got to talk about things like, you know, difficulty ramp or like power ramp and difficulty spikes and things like that, and like look at something like Deadwire that we played last week. Where am I? I'm thinking of too much at once. Okay, I got a key. I didn't know that I was making my way to get a key. Wow, I just blacked out moving forwards. Okay. How would Deadwire be as somebody's first WAD? It's really atmospheric. But it was also really hard. Like, it had the Ooh, there's stuff there. How do we get that stuff? I feel like we gotta fall off a ledge. Oh, second ledge. Perfect. I was already down here. I have this. Yeah, no, okay. Too much brain. Too little me. Hi. Hey, buddy. Oh, I never got that backpack. So even for me, I see it, and there's stuff that I didn't ring completely dry. So this rate's high. Woo. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, that's what it is. Deadwire. So that's the thing. I feel like Deadwire gets docked points on that scale because it was hard? Okay, yeah, that's that. So... But no, we've been... Oh, because I went up here instead of down over there? Is that it? That could be it. Okay. Like prerequisites, like any WADs that have prerequisites on like mechanical knowledge or at some point even skill, because if it's somebody's first, you can't, like, you have to imagine them like skill 0. Like, yeah, people build skills over time, but then that's about hitting that difficulty sweet spot of just like, this is hard enough that it forces you to be critical and learn. but then also you get through it. If you do, there's a level of difficulty, or even just like there's a level of instruction. It's a difficulty of we have presented you a challenge versus the other difficulty of we have not instructed you. Like I said, knowledge difficulty versus that instructional difficulty, and like, am I gonna bring up Fez now? Because Fez was a game that was like entirely about instructional and knowledge difficulty. It wasn't hard to do anything in Fez, but you didn't know anything in Fez. And that was a game about like, okay, do you know how to like figure stuff out and connect very subtle like hints, right? Some not so subtle, some or like what is your ability to recognize that something is a hint at some point, you know? That's that, yeah. I'm trying to think. So something like Deadwire had a very high like skill floor, because that thing loves to send revenants, and then that slaughter arena at the very end, which is like, I'm not a big fan of slaughter arena levels anyway, but or do I just want to get out of here? I got a key, I think. Yeah, I think I got that red key. No, because there's this over here. How do we get there? I hope that that's like the exit, you know? And then we're going to go down there some other time. It's like if there's a little exit sign over that, because it was the exit, that this would be a fantastic window. Kind of late, but fine. I got into the whole thing with the jumping, and there was a level with the flamethrower. That one had like a very high skill floor, very high skill prerequisite in that sense. If I do this, is there a good reason why? I don't think so. Unless I'm gonna hit some switch that brings up some amount of floor. It's not a shoot switch. Or maybe the other way to look at it is like, how many WADs does a given WAD make less impressive? As I was searching for WADs today, I came across one that just like, in the, I don't know if it's the level design or just like use of colors and saturations in it, that's just like, oh, everything else looks like fine, but like this is like a floating colorful masterpiece. Like this is like art made of not archaeology. Wow, I'm getting really tired. Architecture. What do I got? I got the red key now. Let's find a red door. There's a red door up there. So it wants us to backtrack out of here. Okay, fine. Choose somewhere where there's a red door. I don't remember any of this part of the level. This was years ago. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh. Oh, wow, really? And then that. Okay. Cool, do me like that. Wait, then what was this elevator bit for? So you can get back up in case you fall down. I guess? Man, I guess. Wow. Where? I just went in there, and behind the yellow key is... Okay, I guess you need a red key to get out. That's odd. There's that. No, because that's the outside behind those windows. There's a blue door over there I haven't been in. Let's figure that out. I guess. Is that through here? No, this is where I came in. I do love how much architecture you're seeing out of here. Yeah, these levels are getting so much longer. Oh man. This one's a little more spacious. It's a little less dense and a lot more like rooms that fill space. And I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that at some points even. Right, a rocket room, and then that's a blue door. Wow. This is why I try to put locked doors at hubs, because then it's not like, oh, left to get key, right for key door means that the player has a 50-50 shot of just going through a dead end, which doesn't feel great when they get there. Like, so I had trouble with I took issue with the DooM the way it did levels. Which there are more of, by the way. I'll get back to those on someday. Again, we're going for variety over depth? Intensity? Words. I guess I'm looking at these doors. If these are doors. These are doors. I'm kind of a fan of that noise. It's a noise that sounds really good in a row, you know. Right, what did that open up? Nothing? What did that do? What did that do? There was a button. Buttons do things. No. There was another piece of conversation that I totally forgot to finish on, didn't I? If anyone really wants me to finish it, just remind me of what it is. Now I'm just gonna focus on figuring this out. Hey, good. Thing that fell down? That was good. That's... oh, that is a step. Kind of. Okay. Did that do something? Hey, a backpack. Hey, a yellow! Yep. What's up, y'all? Oh. ¿Por qué? Why? Well, okay, I got the yellow key. I've been through the outside now. Where's the yellow key go? This way? Yellow key was the exit. Okay. This through here, which let us see all of that. Let us get in here. I'm like sure that there is other stuff to see. What? Use. Oh, I got the backpacks. Now I have more room for missiles, right? Training center. Research labs. 7. Okay. Ooh. I do like their use of outside spaces. Oh, that looks nasty. I like it. I hope that's the way out. Blue door. So this way, I guess. I guess. Oh, right. That I'll call that. Like, I feel like I can feel there's like 3 different mappers on this project, and each of their levels has a different feel to it. So this is this. No, it's not. But it is a secret, which does not do that. Curious. That's not going to be the way out. So, what happened here? I'm going to tell myself that it was that, and move on. Touch. It's a good noise. It's a good noise for rows like that. Gosh, a little detailing in here. Ooh, that's a hiccup door. Oh, but that means I've been here. Did I get anything? Oh. Or was this open and I went down into the thing first? Yeah, that sounds like something I would have done. Oh, hiccup door. Saying that's a blue key door. Okay. Oh. Cute. You could have done it differently, but so that is a little bit of knowledge floor that this requires. It's just like, no, when you see that sort of light bar, that means key is required. I'm gonna guess that button opens that door because they felt like putting a button instead of using the door directly. This really seems like the kind of thing that would go down, and you seem like the kind of thing that would get shot. Okay. Nope, still not that. There. And nothing necessarily wrong with these decisions. They just feel like, almost feels like they were getting bored of just like, nope, door, button, hallway, whatever, and it's just like, let's do something weird with it. Let's make this door actually open from a button over here. And it's like, I guess, hey, you could do that if you're bored. I guess they are. Hey, a key. Good, I know where to use this. I guess this level is less complex. Nah, no, it's kind of that thing I was saying, that it's taking up more. Like, a lot of the space is filled in, but it is like less windy, less dense, less compacted. It's just like, no, this just has bigger rooms that are butted up against each other, not it's a ton of small rooms butted together. Ah, ooh, ooh, oh. I guess I made my decision. Oh, let me. Please? They might be doing clever, like, helpful barrel placement that's just going over my head because I'm like, but I have shotgun, and shotgun is ultimate weapon. Has my health been under 100 at any point during this run? Hi! Don't know where this is, don't know why this is, it's nothing but... Was that a good or bad thing I just did? What? Okay. I do think that their former soldier and sergeant sprites are a bit goofy looking. Like, these are like big and gross, but they look like alien worms. And they kind of move and explode like alien worms should. All of their zombies are a little too, like, arm waggly for me to take super seriously. Oh, I'm sorry. That's that exit. Oh, that's what that's for. Okay. Oh boy, I ran into the room. Creepy. Whoa, there's like a skull on the wall. Whoa. Still don't know where I am anymore. But if I'm going forward, then I'm going forward. And park. Oh, now I'm over here. See, good, like, set piece and windows. Like, I saw a piece of geometry even from a different side, and it was just like, oh, I know where I am. I may not know how I got here, but knowing where here is a anchor point for learning. I have been here. Is this new? Yeah, it must be new. What's out these windows? Okay. Oh, I should do a fish in a barrel level. The other, like... let's be real, it's like a third. Or like third of a reason to do these videos was, Just to give me inspiration for building maps. Which I'm still thinking about that hallway from before. It was a fake second floor, but it made it feel so much more real. I think it was because of the way that it was like immediately butted against the outside, so that you could see it was a second floor window and a first floor door, and something about that just made it feel more legitimate. I don't know, more legitimate. This might be the first time I've ever had like a legitimate reason to use the term verisimilitude. Somebody's clapping for me somewhere. Oh, is that open now? Good. Was that open before and I missed it? Oh, what did it change? That didn't open. This didn't open anything. Help me out here. This back half is a little long in the tooth. I'm not sure if I even want to know about the... Oh. How long has that been there? What did... Do I have to look again? Maybe? Secrets. I think secrets add replayability. Or just, you know... Or you do, it's something that I think about a lot with Super Mario World. Is the... What did that do? Is the concept of, like... don't... Oh, weird. Why is it there? I have no idea where I'm supposed to go from here. The concept of... It's a... What is it? You can put your secrets in plain sight. And hide it by not telling the player what the, like, how to interact with the secret until late in the game. Like, there's something to be... Whoa! What? Is this new? Something about this is new, at least. What in the world? Okay. Maybe not so much Super Mario World, but like, I just like thinking about Super Mario World. But when you're talking about like something that you can do all along, but they just don't tell you you can do it all along, right? So I guess in Mario, I'm thinking about the like, where am I now? Okay, this is back at the start. This is that blue door. I'd say that looks like I only know about it because of through a window. There's something over there. No idea where that is. Which of these is that hallway room with the banks on each side? Don't remember any of those. Whatever that is in like the lower right of center, that missing room. Wrong. F this. Not like that, but like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Here? Okay, this is it. Oh, so... Ow. Ow. Oh! No, so... Oh... Forget me. Okay, so those... It's that, but then actually there's two of them, because there's another one on that side. Okay. This goes through here. Fine. Folks over there. I guess I gotta get up there-ish. Oh, but that's... Okay. Right, there's a whole thing. That toxic is an elevator? I don't know if that's more clever or annoying. I don't think I've ever seen a toxic elevator before. Ooh, I'm getting hurt too. See, I swear that's telling me this is a blue key door, but... Oh, that's wrong. Okay, they're trying to do a trick there, and it's a little funky. Props for trying something. I can't blame them for trying to be novel. And I like it when things go janky, so I'm not like upset about it. I'm just still struggling for things to talk about. I normally don't talk this long. How about just... Oh, because y'all are like... Y'all have been, not cornswoggled, that's not a term. Coerced. Y'all have been trapped and coerced into being turrets. Is this a door? No. That's nothing, so... Basically, I wish I still had a toxic suit, right? Oh, right. Here's the toxic elevator. Is the idea that that whole room is supposed to be under toxins and it's just... The elevator breaks it a little bit? Or I just didn't notice it? Or... I didn't go this way. I don't know how there's like whole doors in rooms that I am just whiffing on recognizing. Yeah, I can hit that. Oh, I can't hit back though. Yes I can. Thanks for the step. I do like the random floating hexes, I will say. That's some blue. You like some blue? We got some blue for you. Alright, so I hit a button and... Ooh! I like the transparent skulls. That's... very creepy, demonic looking. Alright, so I hit a button, and now things appeared, so it opened a door? It opened a door. These are not doors. Why? Oh. I did not look up to see that before. Good, we have yellow. Can we get out of here and go to somewhere where yellow is? It's back there. That wall is keeping me from getting out anywhere there. Sure. Sure. Bad. But I guess this was just to let those guys out. And to get the yellow key. It's still not a real door. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go! We gotta go! Oh. This is not the start. This is the start. this side? No, there was like one missile on that side last time. Okay. Yellow. I guess they were just working on machine wall. Okay. You an exit? No. But now you've opened that door that I have no idea where it is. It's... Okay. So we go through this way. Vaguely remembered? Just go up. Just go down. What? I'm busy. It go down. To an exit. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that exit, like a basement door exit. Into the quarry. Yeah, that's probably thematic. Right? Ooh. Alright, vine wall. So now we're at 8. So normally this would be the Phobos anomaly. You know, the big boss fight. Let's see if they keep that up. I touched it. Oh, I touched it. No, I touched something. Oh, yes, please. Alright, looking pretty spiffy. Yep, boss room. Got it. Boss prep room. Ooh. I love checkerboard floors. Don't know why. I think ever since, like, Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis. Yeah, not even the Saturn version, the Genesis version. Alright. And then... Yep, shotgun, a little bit of everything. Ooh. Is this supposed to be the cave system? Is this said quarry that we've dug from? Oh, and you dug into hell. Okay. With your Mars quarry. I'm okay with that. That's a fine transition. Oh, and then they don't map it. Okay. Makes it feel more spooky. Oh, Bela Lugosi. Hey. 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 Touch this. Hey. Go touch it. Who am I to say no to a bloody red arrow? Which I think dropped those cubes. And dropped a cube here. Oh, you're gross! Wait. Okay. Is there one more? Okay, that dropped. Yeah, he was in that cube. Something bad happened in that cube. And then this drops and... Hey! Now we're in the bad place. And we go here. You've completed Chapter 1, but your work isn't done yet. There are more monsters still to kill. Play Chapter 2, Military Labs, to continue the madness. That's less wall of text and more bullet points. And then that goes back to my original, like, how much did they pull their punches because they knew they were making placeholders? Like their intended purpose was to be like, this is a placeholder. This is to enable other things. But they did a good job. The level design is good. Gets a little long in the tooth in the back half, becoming more like detailed and complex, and like still a lot of effort being put in, but it's being put in just like a impressive but exhausting kind of way. I feel like I've been finding a lot of things in my life lately that are impressive but exhausting. But that's cool. Huh. Let's go to Freedoom. Yeah, I like it. There was like a couple of good set pieces. That one warehouse, I definitely remember that. Maybe that's what the problem with the back half was, is that it was so much effort was put into detailing everything that what passed for like set pieces were in themselves a little bland and like not grandiose enough to really capture the attention and be memorable. Like it became just like a haze of really well detailed high effort things, but they all eye glazed over and they all sort of blended together. I don't know why that one second floor window stuck out so hard to me. There's no good reason for that. That's just on me. But that one warehouse room may have been the best room I saw in the whole thing. Like everything else was good, but that one was the one that was most like memorable and stood out. So, but it was in there, and there were definitely secrets I didn't find, and is this something that I would like go back to? You know, maybe. Like the first couple of levels are a little too simple, but some of the stuff in the back half is so dense that it's like you need like a nap and a sandwich before you chew on it anymore. Maybe I need a nap and a sandwich. Anyway, so that's Freedoom 1, episode 1 of 4. That's not how counting on your fingers works. So again, we finished one. I'm going to put on the shelf with some of the others. If we ever want to, we'll wrap around to chapter 2 at some point. And not to get too far ahead, but there is a Freedoom 2 that I don't think I've ever touched. I just made sure to grab it because deep in my heart lies a love for the people who are like, let's make this a totally free product. A lot of effort for like, you know, if you're not going to put the ads and if you're not going to like sell it, but you're just going to let anybody pick it up and get it. And especially something like DooM, which, yeah, but DooM will run on anything. So now DooM is just like a full free, it's an engine, it's a campaign. It's Freedoom, but it's still good. And this was good. Like if you gave this version of DooM to somebody as like their first DooM, I think like the level complexity ramp jumps like gets a little too steep in that back half there, but like the opening is good. It just sort of like I don't know how much it actually teaches you, but there's secrets, there's good layout, there's good set pieces. I would totally do that. I would totally be like, hey, here's one that I can just give you for free, no skin off anybody's back. Depending on how you think about artists being compensated for their art. Yeah, I guess I did just call this a piece of art. Oh, listen, that's another conversation for another time. And our time here is over. Because that was like 2 hours for 8 episodes. Wow, these really jump around in length. Thank you so much for joining me. stay at home, wash your hands, stay safe, social distance, but do remember to reach out to the ones you love and care about, and just be company. Even if we have to physically stay apart, we can all keep each other company like this. Help where you can. That's the important thing. Help within your reach. And thank you so much for joining me. And I will catch you all next week. And I hit these. Nope. This one. And then this one. All right. Take care, everybody.